Do you have many business ideas, but none of them end up working? Then your problem probably isn't a lack of creativity. The problem is that you confuse an interesting idea with a commercial opportunity. An idea exists in your head. An opportunity exists when there's a specific client with a real problem willing to pay to solve it. That is the difference in everything. For example, saying, I want to create a consulting firm is not a concrete business idea. But saying, I want to help fuel buyers verify suppliers, documents, and terminals before transferring money defines something much more serious. There's a client, there's a problem, there's an economic consequence, and there's a solution. So before investing time or money, you have to learn to complete this sentence. I help this type of client solve this problem through this solution, obtaining this result. If you can't complete that sentence clearly, you don't have a business yet, you only have an intention, an idea. The second mistake is falling in love with your idea. When you fall in love with an idea, you look for people to tell you it's good. But asking, do you like my idea? Doesn't work. Most will say yes, out of politeness. The correct question is different. Would you pay to solve this problem? And even better, are you willing to pay now for a first trial? A positive opinion never validates a business, a payment does. Before building a website, renting an office, or looking for investors, or doing a concrete test, you have to run tests. Contact 20 potential clients, seek 5 meetings, present 3 proposals, try to close a pilot project. The results will show you where the problem is. If no one responds, you chose the wrong client. If they agree to talk but don't ask for a proposal, the problem isn't urgent. If they ask for proposals but no one buys, the price, trust, or solution might be failing. That is real information. The third mistake is not doing the right numbers. Invoicing doesn't mean making money. Suppose you sell a service for 5,000 euros, you spend 2,000 on staff, travel, and tools, another 500 to get the client. You set aside 500 for unforeseen risks. Your real margin is 2,000 euros. If your monthly costs are 10,000 euros, you need 5 operations a month to reach the break-even point. So the question is no longer, is my idea good? The question is, can I get 5 clients per month in a repeatable way? That is transforming an idea into a business model. The fourth mistake is building too much before selling. Many entrepreneurs want to have everything perfect from the start, but a new company doesn't need perfection, it needs information. Before developing a platform, do the process manually. Before buying equipment, rent it. Before hiring employees, outsource. Before creating a large structure, get your first customer. Your initial goal isn't to look like a big company. Your goal is to see if someone will pay. And finally, set a deadline. An idea can't live for years inside your head. Define a 30-day experiment. In 30 days, I'll contact 20 customers, I'll get 5 meetings, I'll present 3 proposals, I'll try to close a sale. Then I'll decide between 3 options: continue, modify, or abandon. Abandoning an idea that doesn't work isn't failing. Failing is continuing to invest money in an idea that the market has already rejected. The big conclusion is this: your ideas don't work because you start with the company when you should start with the transaction. You don't need a logo first, you don't need an office, you don't need an investor. You need a customer with a real problem, a concrete solution, and a first sale, because a business doesn't start when you register a company. It starts when you solve a problem and someone decides to pay you for doing it. I'm Luis Olivero. This is TrendOil Vision. Understand oil like a professional. Thank you.